Hey everyone, it's Laura. Today I'm going to be talking about how I use ChatGPT to make my life easier and quicker and more efficient as a single mom. I'm going to make a series of these videos so that they don't turn out too long, but I will be sharing in total 10 different ways that I use ChatGPT in my home life. So let's go ahead and get started. We will be going into my ChatGPT account and I will be showing examples of these things as well. But for this first video, let's go ahead and start out and talk about the differences between ChatGPT and Google, for example, in case there is someone that is not familiar. I've been surprised that a lot of my staff and coworkers haven't used ChatGPT before. I use it so much, it was shocking to me to know that people didn't really know about it. So that's what gave me the idea for this video. So ChatGPT is an AI that you can communicate with as if we are communicating now. We can have a conversation with it. Unlike Google, a search engine where you type in and you ask for things, and then you're going to be given a list of links or websites to go to find the information that you want. And a lot of times those websites or links are sponsored, and so it still might not give you exactly what you want. There's a lot to weed through. Unlike ChatGPT, you go in and you type a simple question, and if you don't like the answer, or if you want more information, you just say, give me more information about that, or, oh, I don't like that idea, how about something different? And it will respond. It will give you instantly the information that you're asking for, and you can just keep tweaking. So over the course of these videos, I will be sharing ideas, and this week we are going to be focusing on meal planning and recipes. So as a busy mom, you know that you're cooking for people. Even for me, with a family of two, I have to come up with, how am I going to feed this child of mine, even though I just want to make frozen dinners or eat out if I have the funds to do it. So I've listed just some of the ways that you can use ChatGPT in the kitchen for meal planning and recipes. You can say, these are the ingredients that I have. Can you give me a recipe or some recipes for that? You can create shopping lists. You can say, hey, my grandkids are coming over and I need to make dinner, but they're picky. They don't like carrots and anything with a soup base, or whatever you need to come up with and think about. You can ask it for quick recipe ideas. So down here, I have listed some sample prompts that you can come back later if you have never used ChatGPT before, to give you some ideas of what kinds of things that you might be able to ask or to just play around with. So let's pop over to my ChatGPT screen. I have created an account. It is free. You can get a paid version of ChatGPT, but I just use the free account always. It's very sufficient for what I need. And I have copied those prompts and moved them over here. So let's copy them. Now you can use the microphone. Down here you can see there's a microphone. If you press that, you can just speak directly to ChatGPT and it will respond as if you had written it. I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste it. That way I don't have to look at the screen. So the first one is, can you create a budget-friendly meal plan for the week for a family of two, because it's just my daughter and myself. The meals should be low carb because I have diabetes. Please show the recipes for each one. So we're trying this together. Let's see what ChatGPT gives us. I'm just going to either hit enter or click on the arrow button and we'll see what it comes up with. And it's usually very quick. It tells me that it's given me budget friendly right here. Budget friendly low carb meal plan, family of two, which is what I asked for. It includes simple recipes using affordable ingredients. I love that it's giving affordable ingredients, because I talk to ChatGPT all the time about saving money, making money, single mom, how to thrive, those kinds of things. So it remembers the conversations that we've had, and it's including affordable ingredients, which I love. And it's keeping it low carb. And it says the focus is on whole foods, seasonal vegetables, and pantry staples. Interesting. Let's see what we've got. So it's giving a grocery list, which I did not ask it to do, but it gave it to us. So we've got all of that. It has separated the list by proteins, vegetables, pantry staples. That way it's easy to find things in the grocery store, which is wonderful. Here comes a cat. Hi, Ori. You're going to be in the video today? Hi, sweet baby. Okay, you can stay, but you've got to move out of the way a little bit. Okay, so it's suggesting Monday is scrambled eggs with spinach and cheese, again keeping it low carb. for breakfast. Lunch is chicken salad, lettuce wraps. That sounds really good. Dinner is zucchini noodles with meat sauce. And then it's telling you the recipe here, which is what I asked for, how much ground beef, that sort of stuff. And then it gives you instructions, which is wonderful. So it's following directions. Sometimes it might leave something out. And so you just have to go back here. You just go down back to the bottom where it says ask anything and type it in and say, hey, you forgot the recipe, or you didn't give me the ingredients, that sort of stuff. So Tuesday, Greek yogurt with a few nuts and cinnamon. Lunch will be tuna salad, stuffed bell peppers. That doesn't sound great to me, but we'll see. Dinner is cauliflower fried rice with eggs and veggies. Wednesday, omelet with tomato and cheese. Lunch is leftover cauliflower fried rice. So it's taking some leftover ingredients to try to make things expand them a little bit, because usually you will have some leftovers. Dinner is baked chicken thighs with roasted broccoli. That sounds delicious. And then so on and so forth. You can see Thursday's bacon and scrambled eggs. So remember this one on Tuesday, I said I don't really care for the tuna salad with stuffed bell pepper idea. So I'm going to go back down here and I'm going to say, can you give me a different lunch idea for Tuesday? So I don't even have to type it in there. I just tell it for Tuesday and it can obviously reference that. And so it's saying now egg salad, lettuce wraps. So that's how you can use it for creating recipes. And so the next prompt that we'll use is asking it to give us a shopping list based on those ingredients. Now remember, it already gave us that, so it's ruining my video, what I planned. But for this purpose, we'll go ahead and ask it to do that. Can you create a shopping list based on this meal plan? Please include staples such as flour, sugar, salt, that sort of stuff. And then I'll go back and edit the list. So let's see what shopping list it comes up with. It should give us the same type of thing that it showed originally. So it says how many eggs that we need, how many pounds of meat, that sort of stuff. And again, separates it by the section in the grocery store, which makes it very convenient. Let's go ahead and tell it, and we'll use the microphone. I have mayonnaise and mustard and almond flour already in stock in my pantry. Can you please update the grocery list removing these items? So I hit the microphone and it typed what I said, and now I'm going to send it and it will go ahead and update that list and removed those staples that I said that I had. So you can see they're no longer almond flour, that sort of stuff. So this is a really great tool that saves so much time. I don't know if you're like me, but I used to sit down with my recipes all over the table trying to decide, looking in the fridge to see what ingredients I had, and then creating a shopping list from there. So this is so much quicker. Let's go ahead to the third question, which reads, I have 1 pound of canned real crab claw meat. I don't want to make crab soup, which is why I originally bought it. Can you give me some other recipes to try? So I do have, I'm making this video for real purposes because I do have a can of crab claw meat, and I did actually make the crab soup, which was amazing, but they had a great sale on the real crab meat, not the imitation crab, so I had to buy 2 cans while it was on sale. Now I need to find a recipe because a 1 pound can makes such a big batch of soup. I don't want to eat that again and again. I would be eating it forever. I'm asking it for different recipes. So let's see what it comes up with for some other recipes to use the real crab meat. Okay, so we got crab salad lettuce wraps, crab and avocado boats, sounds good, crab stuffed bell peppers, crab omelet or scramble, that sounds really good, or crab cakes. So let's say now I look at the ingredients and I say, hey, I think I want to try the crab cakes. So I go back in here and I can type, or I can use the microphone. Can you give me the recipe for number 5, which is the crab cakes? And just like that, it gives me the recipe, breaks it down, tells you all the ingredients that you'll need. And again, you could go and say, because this conversation is all happening on one screen, we didn't start a new chat, which is what you do right over here. I could go in and say, can you add this to my shopping list? And it should do it. Let's go ahead and try it. Can you add this to my shopping list. Okay, and then it should update the shopping list, and it's going to add it, as it said here, to the recipe. And do you see what it says here? I love it. 1 pound of real crab claw meat, if not already on hand, because I already told it that I had it. So it's just adding that so I don't forget. Let's say if I decided to eat it before I went grocery shopping, it adds that, which is really awesome. Okay, let's do the last prompt just to give you a really good idea of how you can use this in your own life. So this one is, I'm making dinner in 20 minutes and I need a recipe for something that includes chicken and rice. And I hit enter there, and it says here's a quick and tasty chicken and rice stir fry that you can make in about 20 minutes. So that's fantastic. And it gives you the ingredients, tells you the instructions, the process to do it, and says it's ready to eat. Now let's say I want to add, I have broccoli and carrots. How would I include these in the recipe? So it should tell us about including that, like how much we need. As you can see, there says 1 cup of broccoli, a half cup of sliced carrots, and then it tells you how to include that in the recipe, which again is fantastic and oh so quick. ChatGPT makes my life so much better, and I can't wait to get all of these videos made to show you how I use it in my life, because I'm really a nut about AI. And it's just really unbelievable how much it has made things easier. So I do hope you'll come back. I am going to be sharing 9 other ways throughout these weeks about how I use AI, and in this case specifically ChatGPT, to make my life easier as a busy mom. Please share and subscribe. You can hit the notification bell, that way you'll know when I send that next video out. I do work full-time. I do have a side hustle business reselling. I've got a daughter that's getting ready to go to college, so I don't know when the video will come out. It'll be within a week, but maybe sooner. So anyway, you can hit the notification bell. But also put down in the comments if you use ChatGPT currently, what other ways you might use it specifically for using in the kitchen. I'd love to hear it. And thanks so much, guys. Bye.